Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of the Whatever Report. And I don't know if anybody's here yet because I scheduled this for 8:30, even though I always do it at 8. I just realized that as I was getting ready to go live, and I'm like, oh well. So hopefully some people will show up in a minute and hang out with me on this Saturday. I need to shave. I'm getting kind of scraggly. Yeah, we're hanging out. Whatever. I just had to watch the freaking Broncos win. Stupid Bills can't even win when I want them to. So, oh well. So yeah, we're. It looks like Seahawks are gonna crush the Niners at least so far. So we're just hanging out. We're gonna talk a little comics. We're gonna talk some books. We're gonna ramble because that's what I do for an hour or so. My man GTK was in here early. We'll see if anybody else shows up. Gordon is here. I mean, they did turn it over 5 times and then commit basically like, oh, the Broncos aren't going to be able to get down and score even on a second chance in overtime. Let's commit stupid penalties. So, yeah, they pretty much, yeah, that was pretty pathetic effort by the old Bronco, or by the old Bills. So, I guess at least I won't have to hear about how Josh Allen is God for a little while, any of that, but I really was kind of rooting for him because it's the Broncos and I hate the Broncos. Well, yeah, it's designed to be an issue. Like they built that stadium to like enhance the sound, and it works, and their fans are good. So, all right, so yeah, we're hanging out. So let's get into our stuff. At least Gordon's hanging out with me. I don't know if anybody else can show. So yeah, let's get into our banners. We're gonna do our banners. What are we drinking tonight? Well, I had some water, but we're very close to finally killing this bottle of McKenna. I've been kind of working on it the last couple of weeks. I don't drink a ton anymore, so it takes me a long time, even when the bottle gets low. But so yeah, we're working on that. So cheers to anybody out there. So that's what we're drinking. What we got? Let's move along. Whatever is coming up on the channel. So what we got coming on the channel? Well, this last week I dropped 3 pre-records if you count today's. I dropped my 2025 favorite books of the year. My top 5 books, which I of course cheated. Had some honorable mentions. I had some books that were parts of series that I meant to talk about the whole series. So I taught my top books of my top fiction of 2025, and then that was Tuesday, and then Thursday I dropped my favorite or my plans, my collecting goals for 2026. It's sort of quiet and lame. I don't necessarily have a ton of plans for 2026. Played D&D tonight. Very nice. Well, good for you, man. I'm glad you found a group. I hope you guys are having a good time. So you'll have to tell me if you're a dwarf barbarian or what are you playing as there, Gore? So obviously I also dropped the look back this morning. So that is out there for anybody who wants to do the 6-month look back. So that's going on. Obviously we're doing this right now. Monday there will be a cash or trash. And then this week will be a let's collect. We will have I haven't recorded yet, but I got all the information pulled together. I will probably pull that together and record it for my members tomorrow. So they'll probably see that. I'll probably get that all recorded tomorrow. So my members will see it tomorrow. Everyone else will see it Thursday. Speaking of members, so I don't forget later, let's do a quick shout out to my channel members. Big thank you to all of these folks who are supporting the channel, keeping it going. Hopefully I'll do this again at the end. Just a shout out to you guys, but a big thank you to them. They get to watch any pre-records early, and I do monthly giveaways. Although December's giveaway, Daymare's asked me to re-roll it, so we'll be giving it away at the end of January. And I honestly haven't picked out what I'm going to do for January's giveaway just yet, but we'll figure something out. So, nice. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Doing one-shots is fun. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And that way you can play all kinds of different stuff. So, very cool. So yeah, so we got Cash and Crash coming. We got a Let's Collect coming. Next Friday, we'll shout out my man Magic Lasso in here. But before we'll shout out him. Magic Lasso, if you're following his channel, is doing his big 1,000 subscriber giveaway on Friday night. So be on the lookout for that. On Blackhawk issues, really interesting. I haven't heard anything about Blackhawk, but maybe I missed that news. So it would not be a surprise if I missed that news. But yeah, so that's the stuff coming up on the channel. At some point, maybe this week, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this week. Maybe. Oh, okay. That was my. I don't actually need that anymore. Maybe this week, maybe the week after. At some point, I'm going to be talking Old Guard with my man Daymers and hopefully Big O Paul and maybe Marcus. I can't get an answer on a night that works. So I haven't started reading these yet. I will probably do that probably Monday. We'll start digging through these, I would guess. Seems like a reasonable. Because I got the comics I am reading right now, I'm almost done with. I could probably do these before I finish that. I might do that. I might start these tomorrow, even if we don't read them this week, and get them done, and then finish this guy on afterward. We'll see. So we're going to be talking Old Guard at some point on my channel here in a not too distant future with a few friends. Get back to doing some indie stuff, at least one a month. And yeah, we're going to do all three. We're going to do all 3 volumes of Old Guard. I know there was 2 movies on Netflix. I haven't ever watched them. Like everything, I never watch anything. It seems like I'm always saying that. I've never, I don't guess I watch much TV anymore. But so that is coming up. So we'll talk Old Guard sometime in the near future. And then not this week, but the week after, we'll be doing another Gotham City Chronicles. I think Kavi and I are going to continue our read through of Poison Ivy, at least get through like the first 4 volumes, and then we'll probably do something else after that. So those are things coming up on the channel. Of course, my usual weekend stuff next weekend. Oh my gosh, Gordon. That is dangerous, dude. That is dangerous. So, did you go to the hospital to get because I don't think that's going to pass very well, man. So if you're serious about that, you probably need to go get that checked out and get that removed. Because, yeah, that you don't want that to try to pass that. If you're serious, if you swallowed it. Probably need to go see a doctor. I hope you're maybe joking, because if not, yeah, you probably need to go. Yeah, you probably need to go in. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. I don't want to tell you to leave the stream, but leave the stream. You probably need to see somebody. That could be dangerous. Very. So that ain't gonna dissolve. Surprised that already caused you stomach problems, for real. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you didn't choke on it, but you still need to get it taken care of. Seriously. Okay. I don't know where to go after that. I feel silly talking about comic stuff. I hope Gordon's gonna be okay. Let's we'll just keep going. What did we pick up this week? And the answer is like most weeks, nothing. And that's not true. That is not true, actually. We got I mean, yeah. We got our new comic books. Our 2 weeks worth. We got just 4 comics, and I read them all today. They came yesterday. I read them all today. So let's go through our 4 books. The final issue I'm getting of all new Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, the Stephanie Phillips run. This is bad. I haven't really enjoyed the whole run. I gave it 6 issues. this was my least favorite issue. Also, I thought the art was not very good in this issue. Yeah, I really loved Spider-Gwen during the early days when they brought her around and they were in another universe and all that kind of stuff. And the last couple times I've tried to read her, yeah, it's not good. So I'm not sad that this is the last issue. The whole series will probably go in my box to like move along at some point because, yeah, it's probably not something I'm going to keep. I'm not going to keep collecting the run. What do we want to do? Let's do Bad Girl next. So we got Batgirl number 15. I really enjoyed the first couple arcs with her and Shiva and these people that were hunting Shiva, and as a result, we're also hunting Cass. And then they got into this current thing, and they're still trying to deal with. Then they brought her brother in, and now Gordon's not commenting. I hope I'm not trying to scare you, but you probably should at least go get checked out, Gordon. So if you're not feeling terrible at the moment, but that's something you probably want to get checked out. So I didn't want to I probably have ran him off or maybe made him super worried. I don't think you're not in immediate danger, but yeah, it's something you probably need to get checked out. So anyway, so I think Gordon was the only one here. But anyway, but we've gotten into that. We've brought Nessa Al Ghul into this and her brother, and we're still dealing with the Unburied. And I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of lost its way. The last couple of issues have been a little bit of a mess, and I'm very curious. Hopefully this is all finally coming to a head because I know they've solicited at least her being back in Gotham finally. So yeah, I feel like this is really good, and then it's sort of drifted off the rails here the last couple issues. So we'll see. Hopefully, who's the writer on this one? Bromble can get us back on track because I've enjoyed this run up until literally the last two issues. It's been all right, next. We only had 4 issues that came. We got a little Batman number 5 from this Matt Fraction run. It's Date Night. This new character this doctor that's invented a way to help actually help the mentally ill, help fix folks. And Bruce is talking about investing, and now there's people out to kill her, and they're on their non-date date, and lots of flirting going on here. Lots of it's a little of their banter it pushes the boundary for me of being a little much, but it was overall enjoyable. I mean, the little twist at the end of Damian showing up and not realizing this doctor was there and giving away why isn't Robin calling Bruce while he's not in the Batsuit father? Unfortunately, I just think it means that this lady's going to end up dead. I just, she hasn't been around long enough. I mean, 5 issues for me to be super attached, but she's kind of a fun little playing off Bruce. She's been kind of fun so far, but yeah, the fact that she now knows means she's probably going to end up dead. The new villain that we got here in this issue didn't really make a huge impression. She turns into, and I really didn't like what her motivation was versus. She seemed to be after this woman also, but her motivation versus the biker gang, that was a little unclear. But overall, I've enjoyed this Matt Fraction run a lot. I enjoyed the tone. He's having a little bit of fun with Batman, that it's not so super dark serious. Yeah. So, all right. Last book. Poison Ivy, number 40. Am I going to say something bad about a Poison Ivy issue? Well, different artist. So, and Marcio Takara has been so good on this book. And anytime it goes to a different artist, it's just a disappointment for me. So that's part of it. Her return to Gotham and this whole thing with Savage, and I don't know. This was a we finally kind of have dealt with. We're still dealing with like the Green Knights and stuff are still in the background, but we dealt with kind of the Janet thing finally, and her being sick, and the Bug Venus. So we kind of wrapped up that portion of the storyline. We'll see where this goes. I mean, and G. Willow Wilson, I trust, but this one was a little bit of a like. I don't know. I feel like I was going full villainous in this issue a little bit, and I don't feel like that's where we've been. And so, not that she's like Miss Goody Two Shoes, but it just felt a little off from where the story's been. But I guess she's been kind of drifting toward that over the last dozen issues or so, being a little more. But she, I don't know. She was like, so like, I don't want to be that anymore. And then now she's just like sort of embracing it here. So we'll see where this goes. And G. Willow Wilson, I trust. But yeah, so that's not just what we picked up, but those are also what we were reading. I think I ran Gordon off. I feel bad if I scared him. Like, but I would be a little concerned. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. So that we're into what are we reading. Other thing we are reading is I am most of the way through this omnibus, which is this omnibus, New Teen Titans Volume 1, which is like the first 20 issues plus the little Tales of the Titans miniseries. Some of these issues are definitely new to me. I couldn't remember how much of this I read. Some of this I had read before, but quite a bit of this is actually new. Apparently I hadn't read as much at the very beginning as I thought. So we're doing a reread for this. We're going to do a discussion for this on John's channel in February, but I got started and this is not a quick read. And so I just kind of have been plugging away. I'm almost done. I'm probably I got like 4 issues left and there's like 25, 26 issues in this Omni. So I'm pretty close to getting to the end. I'm into the Tales of the New Teen Titans miniseries, which has like the 4 kind of origin stories of Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy, or Changeling, and Starfire. So that's where I'm getting ready. I'll start. So I'll probably finish this up here in the next couple of days. I've just been reading a couple of issues a day kind of thing, working my way through that. John and I are going to talk about that in February. So I haven't decided if I'll finish that before I start Old Guard, or if I might start Old Guard before I finish those 4 issues, just because it's going to be a while before we talk about the Titans. We'll see. But the other thing, and what was on my thumbnail, and what I'm going to talk about, I guess we're not even to 8:30, which is when people thought I was going live, and then I kind of lied at 8 because I scheduled it wrong. That's okay. Is this book. I have not done my little short on it yet with my full review. I finished this today. And this is book 2 of the Greenbone Saga, Jade War by Fonda Lee. I read Jade City was the last book I read of 2025, and it made my, if you watched my video this week, that I put out this week about my favorite reads of this year, or favorite novels and stuff of this year. It made the list behind basically, well, I won't give away exactly its position, but it was very high on my favorite books of the year. Boy, does this follow-up not lose any ground. At this stage, we got 1 book left. I think other than Dungeon Crawler Carl from last year, this may end up being my favorite. I read several series last year, and this is going to be an all-time favorite for me, I think, this series. I absolutely love these 2 books. They're a little bit of crime noir, a little bit of Godfather going on here, because it's like the family dynamics of this clan, this crime. They're not really a crime syndicate, but they sort of are. It's just a little different perspective on it. the Jade stuff, their abilities. I mean, give some character and some differentiate this universe, and obviously the Jade serves as a MacGuffin through a lot of the book in terms of everybody wants it, not everybody can use it. It's a big driving force of a lot of the conflict. But I mean, really, it's the story of a family, the Calls, brother and sister who kind of been left in charge of this thing. Their cousin, who was kind of adopted from another family who had served them, a Greenbone family, which is basically Greenbones are people that can use Jade, that are trained to fight with Jade and basically have superpowers. And then obviously, Shay and Hilo and Aiden. And we also get some stuff from Wynn, who's Hilo's wife's point of view. And it's just really good. It's like basically, it's very much I would say Japanese / Taiwan inspired country. I would probably more Japanese than Taiwan, but I feel like there's also a little bit of that there. And they're obviously dealing with, it's a fantasy world, so it's different than our world. They're from the island of Kikon, and they're Kikonese, and they were in war a long time ago with Shotar, the Shotarians, but now they're sort of allies now with España, which is really the Republic of España, which is really like the U.S. kind of thing. Hey, sure. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Ireland, you're like in the middle of the night, man. I appreciate you stopping by. This is late / early for you, I feel like, because you're what? 8 hours? 6 hours? Yeah, you're like 8 hours ahead. Well, Ireland, maybe not quite that much, maybe 6 or 7. But you're a ways ahead of me. You'd be like, 2:30. It's 2:30 a.m. here. You're very very late or very early, but I appreciate you stopping by, sir. But anyway, I know this series had rave reviews. It's not like a new series. I don't know when this one came out. I feel like in the mid 2010s is when these all came out. What's it say? 2019. So a little more recent than I thought. So this is book 2. I loved it. It's probably getting a 5 out of 5 at this point. I haven't given it my final ranking yet, just because I haven't done my review and really thought about it. But I absolutely love the series. It's only 3 books. They're not tiny books. This is 600 pages almost. The last book is over 700 pages. The first book's like 500 pages. These are getting, the first 2 books at least get my highest recommend. I mean, literally, the only thing I would recommend more than these of the last year is the Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff. This is a very different tone. It's very more serious, even with the Jade and the powers and stuff, real world drama going on. But I am loving these books. I am not going to dive right into the 3rd book because it is my turn to do a nonfiction. I haven't decided for sure which of the nonfiction up there I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do the Mike Tyson biography or that my sister got me for the holiday for Christmas. I think that's where I'm going to go next. But then I probably will go immediately. Although I have a shorter one up there that would allow me to go back to Jade. I'm torn here because I want to I'm loving these books a ton, but I also don't want to just there's only 1 book left and she hasn't written anymore, and I don't want to just tear through it and be done. At least she's written no more Jade books. I don't think she plans to write any. At least I don't think she plans to write any more. The story of the Calls, I think, is done. At least this generation of the Calls, I think, is done with the next book. So it'd be interesting if she returns to this universe. There's still a lot of room to play in this universe, So it'd be interesting. I mean, she could go back in time, she can go forward in time. There's a lot of room to play there, but I also think it would be hard to match this. Although obviously, book two is just as good as book one, actually, maybe even slightly better. But yeah, the Calls are such interesting characters. So that's my reading. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What are we watching? Well, I was watching football today. I haven't really watched much this week. I've been. I feel like I say that every week. Maybe I should just take this off my list of things I always talk about because I have not. Though I think I will be watching something. Although I'm going to miss. Well, we'll be playing D&D every time an episode comes out, but I think I'm going to start. I will probably start tomorrow night. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms starts, and I will probably watch that. I was a big Game of Thrones fan until obviously the final season kind of fell apart. I get it, but I've really enjoyed House of Dragon, and most people. There's a lot of people that read these books that say that this is kind of the best story from this universe. It's a lot smaller scale. The Duncan Egg story. So I'm very curious, and we're probably going to end up watching that. So that is something that I'm kind of looking forward to. Should be interesting and fun. This may end up being a short thing because I don't have a whole lot else to talk about. And it looks like Gordon vanished after I spooked him, saying, "Hey, you probably should get checked out if you did that." So I mean, I think we're ready for whatever anybody wants to talk about, but. I also feel bad like ending it just so quickly because originally I mistakenly scheduled it for 8:30. So anybody that thought, oh, JP will go live at 8:30 is like not here yet if they didn't get the reminder. So I do feel a little bad about that. But there's not a whole lot going on in the chat tonight. I think most people are probably watching some football. What is the score of the football? Let's see. How bad the Niners got back in it while I've been talking the last 30 minutes, or is Seattle just buried them? The Niners are trying to get back into it. 17-6, and they got the ball. Or maybe they just scored a touchdown and oh no, they just kicked a field goal to get the 76. So they don't have the ball. They're about to give the ball back. But they did at least. They're at least on the board, so that's good. They might make it a game yet. But yeah, otherwise, not a whole lot going on. Last night over on Rob Worth's Not Near Mint, I should put the link in here. I forgot about it. We had a Comic-Gories revival of sorts. If you haven't been around my channel for very long, it's a show I used to do. Well, it started out on The Boy Who Had Seven's YouTube channel. It was a idea that he came up with that myself and John's Comics with Kids and Comic Books NYC, which is now Panels, Pages, and Pixels. Kavi, who does the Gotham City Chronicles with me, like he bounced some ideas off the three of us, and then him and John kind of finalized and figured out what they wanted to do, and they created this show called Comic-Gories, which was basically this kind of comic game show that we used to do, where you would basically get a category, and then you would have 30 seconds to find the cover that best explained that category, like floating head covers or red covers or whatever. And you'd pull out something from your collection, and then we'd vote and win. And it's a ton of fun. And then Matt ended up doing some other stuff, kind of stepped away. He kind of gave it to John. John asked me, my sister is, like me, very disappointed that the Rockets won. Hang on. I have the sympathy. She's like, what the heck? The fishing was terrible that game. And I'm like, man, don't turn it over 5 times, Bills, before you complain about the visuals. So, so anyway, John and I did it for going on like 3 years. That he and I did on his channel, and I was kind of the co-host with him when he took over the show. And we haven't done it for literally 3 years, he was saying, and because it's a pain to schedule. And but Rob Worst, anyway, getting back to the point, last night on his channel, he does a Friday night stream, and they did a revival a little bit. They messaged John and I, and so we showed up for a little bit, and we played an impromptu. Rob had some categories. We had a bunch of people just pulling books, and it was very nonchalant and not like the game used to go in terms of like we were very regimented in how we did it, and we need to just stop that. I think we could probably talk John into doing it again if we just gave up on trying to make it a regimented thing and just had fun with whoever could show. Kind of thing. I think that would be more fun. And so I may, next time I get him, I may try to like talk him into like, what if we did something more like what Rob did and we made it a little more laid back? So we'll have to see. So maybe categories, maybe this will inspire a revival, but that show is a blast. Go look it up on John's Comics with Friends. He's got all the episodes. He's got a playlist with all the stuff. The show was a blast. It still is a blast if we do it. It's just, it is a pain in the butt to schedule people and get people to come on and do it and make it work and everything else. But it's always a ton of fun when we can make it work. So, but anyway, go check that out. Last night it was on Rob Worth's channel. I think it was about an hour in before John got on there, and then I got on there a little later. And before they started playing, because he does other stuff on that show, but they did play kind of to wrap that show up last night. And then, so go check that out. Lasso's, I mentioned Magic Lasso's thing that's coming Friday. His 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So go check out his channel. He's got a video up now that you can win a prize, and then they're giving away a bunch of prizes during the show to people that are in the audience. And I think that's it. That's all I got. I'm only 3 minutes in, but it still looks like it's mainly just me and Banner Comics and maybe Gordon. I scared Gordon off, I think. Didn't mean to like make him panic. I hope I didn't make him panic, but he probably still needs to get checked out. So with that, let's do a quick shout out to my channel members again, and then we'll just probably call it a night. It's, Big thanks to all these folks for helping me cover my StreamYard costs, keeping me going, keeping me motivated to do this. I really appreciate all of you guys. And with that, let's turn the banner off. I think I'm going to get out of here. Pretty laid back night, I will say. Like I said, giveaway will be at the end of the month for channel members. Should be 2 prizes this month. Not sure what the one. Night, man. Get some sleep. Enjoy your Sunday that you're already in. So, and with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody.